Well, now we are going to do a different topic, and that's called the sentence, the most important part of your English grammar. Where is English without a sentence, isn't it? Okay, now what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words put together in proper order which makes complete sense. Okay. So, we have seen so many things like we have seen articles, conjunctions, we have seen adjectives, everything. Now, all this put together only makes a sentence. Okay. In a sentence, we have different parts of speech. Now we are going to do not only what a sentence is, but also the different kinds of sentences. Okay, there are 4 different kinds of sentences, and how to identify them, all that I am going to teach you. Okay, so let's do a sentence. Okay, I just told you a group of words that conveys a single thought or complete sense. Okay. Group of words that conveys complete sense. Okay, for example, if I say the dog there, does it make any sense? Or the sun shining, does it make complete sense? So, it should make complete sense. For example, the children are playing in the field. Field, it may be the games field or whatever. So, the children are playing in the field makes complete sense. In this you find noun, you find verb, you find gerunds, you can find both together makes the verb, and you have preposition, and you also have the object which is a noun. Okay, now everything put together which makes complete sense. There are 4 different kinds of sentences. The different kinds of sentences are first I will give you the kinds and then we will do each one in detail. The declarative sentence. In this you have affirmative and negative. Okay, we have 2 different kinds in declarative sentence, and the second one is interrogative. Okay, interrogate, what does it mean? To ask questions, isn't it? Okay, so interrogative sentence means a sentence which ends with a question mark, which asks a question. Okay. Number 3, imperative. And exclamatory. Okay, take down these sentences, the different kinds of sentences. We have the declarative sentence which declares or which states, we can even call a statement sentence. Okay, we have two kinds in that, affirmative and negative. Next one is interrogative sentence. This is a questioning sentence which it always ends with a question mark. Next one is imperative sentence. Imperative sentence is either a command or a request. A command, keep quiet, shut the door. All these are commands, and requests are, please close the door, please keep quiet. So when you request, please pass the salt on the table, or please take the book from the shelf. So all these are requesting somebody for something, and so this is an imperative sentence. So imperative is both a command and a request. Exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence always ends with an exclamatory mark. Like if I say, what a beautiful flower, roses, and you end it with an exclamatory mark. So that is an exclamatory sentence. And if I say, hurrah, we won the match, or my God, that was a great disaster. So exclamation can be both an expression of grief, sorrow, or joy and happiness. Okay, something which you exclaim, which shows a sudden spurt of emotions. Okay, so we have 4 different sentences: the declarative, which is affirmative and negative. Okay, I'll give you an example for both affirmative and negative. Affirmative is, the world is round, or the earth is round. Okay, negative, if I say, the sun does not shine at night. Does not, it makes a negative sense, so that is negative. Okay, we can have 2 negatives which can mean an affirmative, like he did not want, or he never wanted to, or he never did forget anything. If I say never and forget, so I can use the opposite of forget and take away the never and make it into an affirmative sentence. She always remembers, he always remembers everything. Okay, 2 negatives make 1 positive. Okay, shall we go on to each and every sentence, the explanation of each and every sentence, and I am going to give you examples, and towards the end I will give you a test, our usual test, our superstar test. First we will start with the first type of sentence, declarative. Declarative sentence. Okay, a sentence which states something. It is also called a statement sentence. Okay, a sentence which states something. Okay, this is a declarative. If it states or affirms something, it is an affirmative sentence. It is an affirmative sentence. I'll just make it into a example. They always watch the news on TV at night. Okay, this is something which is a statement and it affirms, or I can say the sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. I can give you another one. Elephants like to live in herds. Okay, all these are statements. It states something or affirms something. So, these are under declarative affirmative sentence. Okay. So, all these are declarative affirmative. So, if they ask you to identify sentences, if you have sentences like this, you have to write declarative affirmative. Next one. If a sentence says something negatively, says or states a negative, states I will write, okay, states anything negative, it is a negative sentence. Okay. I am going to make all these sentences into negative. Let us watch how I do it. First one. They always watch news on TV at night. They do not watch news on TV in the morning. Both mean the same, but this is an affirmative, declarative affirmative, and this is a negative, declarative, negative. I said they always watch the news on TV at night. They do not watch news on TV in the morning. So, here I have added one do not, and also opposite of night is morning. Okay. Next one. What is the next sentence? The sun rises in the east. Look here, the same sentence which is a declarative affirmative, I changed it into a declarative negative sentence. How? I put here two negatives, that is they always watch is changed to they do not watch news on TV, that is the same. At night, in the morning, opposite of night is morning. So, both make the same sense, isn't it? But because it has negatives here, it is a declarative negative. Next one, the sun rises in the east. I am going to write here, the sun does not rise in the west. Okay, does not rise, rises and does not rise, and east and west. Next one, elephants like to live in herds. I am going to make the same thing in negative. Elephants do not like to live alone. Okay, elephants do not like to live alone. They like to live in herds. Okay, so the same sentences I changed into declarative negative. Okay, I hope you understand now what a declarative sentence is. Declarative sentence is a sentence which states something. If it states or affirms something, it is an affirmative sentence. For example, they always watch news on TV at night. The sun rises in the east. The elephants like to live in herds. Herds means in groups. And all these are affirming something, so they are declarative, affirmative. And here we have, if a sentence states anything negative, it is a negative sentence. I've changed the same thing, or you can write anything in negative just to show that a negative sentence can even mean positive things, but it should have a negative word there. They do not watch news on TV in the morning. The sun does not rise in the west. Elephants do not like to live alone. Okay, I think you understood the concept now. Declarative sentence or an affirmative sentence states something. It can either state something positive or it can state something negative. Anyway, both these are called the declarative sentences. Okay, is that clear? I will be giving you test after I finish with all the different types. Now this is type 1. We have 3 more types, and also another type which I hadn't written on the board. I will explain. It is just a complementary type which may not be very important, but these 4 are very, very important. The second type of a sentence is interrogative. Okay. Interrogative. I told you interrogation means asking questions, and here we have interrogative sentences which asks which asks questions. A sentence that asks a question and always it has the auxiliary before. Like for example, if I say, are we allowed to, where are all the new pens I bought that day? It has the auxiliary verb before the subject. Are we allowed to take pictures? Allowed, are we allowed? So, we ask, we start with the questioning word and also with the verb first and then the subject. Okay. So, a sentence that asks a question is an interrogative sentence. Example, are you free this evening? And always it ends with a question mark. Where did you go last week this time? Question mark. Okay, this question mark is very important for an interrogative sentence. Okay, next question, next sentence. See, all the W words we can use as questions. What is your remark about this project? When do you propose to return my next one. How would you react to such a situation? Which is your favorite color? Blue or pink? Is there any vacancy in your firm do we get to see that movie next week? Okay, if you see, I've given you ample examples. I've just started with, are you free this evening? This can be made into a statement like, you are free this evening, but here, are you? Now the verb comes here. And these sentences, if you see, where, what, when, how and which, we can even ask why, okay? Why do you propose to return, or why is your remark, why are you so late? Okay, I'll give you two more examples. Why did you laugh? Have you any change for the bus? See, now I've given you 10 sentences. All the 10 end with a question mark. So it's so easy to identify an interrogative sentence because it's asking a question. That's very clear. And if you see, where, what, when, how, which, why, all these are questioning words. And also we see that are, is, do, have, all these verbs, that is auxiliary verbs, they come forward before the subject. So this way you can frame interrogative sentences and they make complete sense. Quickly I'll give a run through of all the 10 sentences. Are you free this evening? Question mark. Where did you go last week? Last week this time? Question mark. What is your remark about this project? Question mark. When do you propose to return my book? Question mark. How would you react to such a situation? Question mark. Which is your favorite color, blue or pink? Question mark. Is there any vacancy in your firm? Question mark. Do we get to see that movie next week? Question mark. Why did you laugh? Why did you laugh at me? Question mark. Have you any change for the bus? Question mark. So all these 10 are interrogative sentences and they end up asking a question. So it's very easy to identify. Next we are going to see the third type of sentence. What are the first two? First is the declarative, second is the interrogative. Now third one is the imperative. The imperative. The imperative sentence. Now what is an imperative sentence? An imperative sentence expresses some command or request, okay? Expresses a command request or even advise. Okay. So, an imperative sentence expresses a command, request or advice. Now, examples we are going to see. Do not litter this place. Okay, do not litter this place. You will be fined. Okay, so this is a command. Next one. Will you please convey this message will you please convey this message to my friend or to my mother? Now, this ends in a question mark, but will you please convey this message to my mother? This is a request, okay? So, you should not get a little confused about it. It's actually a request. Please help me with my work. Shut the door to the hall. For the too much noise. So, this is a command. Please do not harm me. I shall do whatever you say. It's like imploring or begging someone not to harm, and you're just surrendering yourself to that person. How dare Actually, I can start with, it's very impolite, but still, shut up. Here I can put an exclamatory mark, but it still belongs to the imperative sentence. Shut up, how dare you speak like that? So it is a command. Always respect your elders. Do a lot of charity. Okay, these two are advices. Okay, always respect your elders or do a lot of charity to the poor. These two are advices. So, if you see, you find command, request, request, command, request, command and advice. I will read out the sentences again. Do not litter this place, you will be fined. It is a command. Will you please convey this message to my mother? It's a request. Please help me with my work. It's a request. Shut the door to the hall for there's too much noise. It's a command. Please do not harm me. I shall do whatever you say. This is a request. Shut up. How dare you speak like that? This is a command. Always respect your elders. This is an advice. Do a lot of charity to the poor. This also is an advice, and all these are imperative sentences. Okay, are you sure now what imperative sentences are? I am sure it's going to be clear in your mind, and we are going to move on to the next kind. The fourth kind of sentence that I am going to teach you is the exclamatory sentence. Okay, as the word itself suggests, it explains something or it expresses an exclamation. Expresses a sudden emotion, feeling or emotion. Okay. Sudden feeling of joy or grief. What do you mean by that? Joy means happiness, grief is sorrow. Okay. Sudden feeling of joy or sorrow or joy or grief. So, when you exclaim, wow, or oh, like that, two different kinds of emotions. Okay, example. What a beautiful work of architecture the Taj Mahal is. If you see, all the exclamatory sentences will end up with an exclamatory mark. What a beautiful work of architecture the Taj Mahal is. Okay, we are exclaiming, we are showing a sudden feeling of joy or appreciation. How wonderful you look in that new costume. Again, another exclamation. My God, what a sad thing to happen. Alas. Sometimes you have two exclamatory marks, here one and there. Rani's dog is dead. Okay. Rani's dog is alas. Alas is a term that you use to show grief or sorrow. Wow, that was indeed a great performance. Hurrah! India has won the match. Okay, I have given you ample sentences now to show a sudden feeling of joy or grief. I can even give you two more. Okay. Good heavens. I never thought this would happen. Okay. What an ugly. Okay, I have given you 8 sentences. Now if you see, what a beautiful work of architecture the Taj Mahal is. How wonderful you look in that new costume. My God, what a sad thing to happen. Alas, Rani's dog is dead. Wow, that was indeed a great performance. Hurrah! India has won the match. Good heavens, I never thought this would happen. What an ugly attire that is. So all these are expressions of sudden grief or sorrow. Grief is sorrow, okay. Sudden expression of joy, happiness, grief or sorrow. So these sentences will always end with an exclamatory mark. So you can easily identify it. Okay, before I give you the test, I am going to explain a little bit of what that additional part I told you, that is under this exclamatory sentence, we have another small little part called a optative. Optative, O-P-T-A-T-I-V-E, optative sentence, which usually expresses a wish like may God bless you, may long live your leader. So, these are all wishes. Okay, these are also exclamatory sentences, but in that you call it as the optative sentence. Okay. So, next I am going to give you a test, and this is a time for you to prove that you are a superstar. Okay. I will give you some sentences and you have to identify. Identify the following sentences. Shall I give you 8 marks? Okay. He has a house in London and another in Paris. How much money do you need for your expenses? May you succeed in all your efforts. Tell the driver to be here at 10. Stay away from animal cages. Can we go for shopping today? I think I may give you 10 sentences. Next one. I always believe in honesty. What a fantastic view that is. Do not throw garbage on the road. Please give me some okay. I've given you 10 sentences and 10 marks, and let's see how well you have understood the kinds of sentences, and you're going to identify now. Have you taken down the sentences? Have you started working on it? 10 marks for it, and you have to identify it correctly, and then you get a big star and marks out of 10. Let's see now. He has a house in London and another in Paris. This is a declarative sentence. Declarative, affirmative, because it affirms a fact. How much money do you need for your expenses? It's a question. So, it is an interrogative sentence. May you succeed in all your efforts. Now, this is just wishing someone. I told you under exclamatory sentence, there is one optative exclamatory sentence which wishes. Okay, optative exclamatory sentence. Tell the driver to be here at 10. It is a command. So, what is it? Imperative. Stay away from animal cages. This again is a command and it is again imperative. Can we go for shopping today? What is it? It ends with a question mark, so it is interrogative. Next one. I always believe in honesty. Okay, this is a affirmative declarative sentence. Next one. Do not throw garbage. No, I'm sorry. What a fantastic view that is. Exclamatory. Do not throw garbage on the road. This is another command or an advice you can say. So this is imperative. Please give me some food to eat, or please give me food to eat. It's a request. So again, this is imperative. Well, have you got all the 10 correct? Then you can mark 10 here and then a big star, superstar, okay, and write good over there. I am giving an exclamatory mark also. Done well. You're thorough with the different types of sentences. Next we are going to move on to the simple, compound and complex sentences, and also to transform each other we are going to learn.